Alright, welcome to Steins Gate episode 17, where we last left off. Essentially, we tried to turn Luca from a boy to a girl by traveling back in time. And we did manage to send an email with a pager, but we don't know exactly the repercussions of our actions are yet. So that's going to be very interesting to see. We have yet to talk to Moeka as well. And we did have a touching moment with Mayuri and we treated her to dinner. So that's kind of what happened in the last episode. If you like seeing this and want to see more, please like, comment, and subscribe, as it really does help out the channel, and let me know down below what you want to see next. So without further ado, we are jumping right back into it. I spent the next morning doing laundry at the nearby laundromat. When I returned to the lab just past noon, Daru, Mayuri, and Kyusu were all assembled. Oh, also Daru spelled all his secrets to Ferris. There's a lot I don't know about myself, Nya. Why does Ferris have cat ears when other people have people ears? Why can Ferris only speak in Nyan Nyan Nyan? Where's my home? The Chinchilla Star? I wish to know the truth. That's why I have to go, Nya, to where all the answers can be found. Half human, half demon. I want to take you back to the lab and run some experiments. Do you mind? Quit talking like that. It's annoying. Too bad your homeworld has already fallen into the great Hohoyan Kumwa. Mwahahaha. I think we're gonna do some experiments.
土曜日なのにご苦労。研究熱心なラボメンばかりで頼もしい限りだ。
そうよね。
Kyusu sighs deeply.
夏真っ盛りのこの時期にバカンスにも行かずにこんな暑苦しい場所で変態どもと話してるなんて。
おい。
どこで選択を誤ったんだろう。
She's really giving us a verbal beatdown.
涙を拭け。友達が一人もいない実験大好きっ子よ。
Ooh.
泣いたらんわ。だいたいメールで呼びつけたのはあんただろ。
いかにも俺だ。だが律儀にそれに従い、こうして時間通りにラボへ来たのはお前の意志だ。
クリスちゃんはね、本当はとっても素直で真面目な女の子なんだってマユシーは思うな。
How sweet. Mary smiles as she eats some nuggets from McD's. I wonder what McD's is. Fictional fast food hamburger chain boasting top market shares based in America. Based.
そんなクリスちゃんがね、マユシーはとっても愛おしいのです。
For some reason there's no more music volume. It could just be me. No, everything's the same. That's weird. I guess these are all the people so far that we've interacted with.
ナゲット食べながらいきなり何言い出すのよこの子。
Don't let it bother you. That's just Mayuri's nature. I've been with her for a long time, so I'm used to it.
ユリフラグですね。
A metafiction term refers to common examples or common methods. I don't even know where I got it. Oh, I combined that. Of foreshadowing particular events. For example, a blank flag means that something in the near future blank will happen, kind of like a ship. Death flags and romance flags are the most frequent.
わかります。
わからんでよろしい。
はい、クリスちゃんにナゲット1個あげるね。
An indirect kiss.
ありがとう。
While listening to their heartwarming banter, I go to put my laundry on the table, however.
そんなところに置くなよ。汚いな。
洗濯済みだ。
知るか。年頃の女子がいる前にパンツを含む洗濯物を堂々と置くのはデリカシーなさすぎだろって言ってんの。
True.
俺のパンツが気になってしょうがないのならばそう言え。
気になってなんかないわよ。
2人ともパンツ言うの禁止。マユシーは食事中なんだよ。
そうは言いつつも、口にナゲットを運ぶ手は止めないのな。
Got a 20 piece. I end up putting my laundry in the changing room.
昨日
There's the music.
誰には話したが、これまでの一連の実験の結果を受けて気づいたことがある。 D メールには不確定要素が強すぎるということだ。結果に対する確実な保証がない。
しょうがないんじゃない？受け取った側がどういう対応をするかに結果が委ねられているんだから。
True.
逆に言えば相手の性格、性質を分析し誘導させることだって可能かもしれないし。
I still think if we master a way to increase our power output and probably actually understand how time works a little bit better, you know, that might help a lot. Also, I gotta scoot my chair back. That's what happens, I guess, when you get up, huh? Gotta be in frame.
そういう心理学的な要素を考えるのはどこぞの法王院パンツさんには無理かもしれないけど。
マキセ氏さ、パンツって言いたいだけちゃうんかと。
Oh, you at
それ
Chandler?
はともかくとして D メールにまだ博打のような感覚があるのは確実。
I need more reliable time machine before I can expose CERN and the organization and plunge the world into chaos.
そこで今回諸君に集まってもらったのは他でもない。本日の円卓会議の議題は
I wish I could send mail to people.
またいつの間にか円卓会議にされてるし。
The round square table meeting.
そんなに円卓会議やりたいならせめて円卓を買ってきなさいよ。
Fair point.
違うよクリスちゃん。あのね、この前オカリンが言ってたけど、円卓はみんなの心の中にあるんだって。
It's the round table we made along the way.
まゆりさんって本当に純真な子なのね。でも
You know what? I did see something though.
岡部の言うことはあんまり真に受けない方がいい。
そうなの？
That was a horrible example.
今はどうでもいいのだ。それよりも議題は D メールではなくセルンと同じように物理的タイムトラベルを行う方法を模索したいという件についてだ。
I wonder if I can restore that to default. There we go.
バカ言わないで。
That was fast. And she's glaring at me even harder than she was during the whole underwear thing.
セルンがあれだけの大規模な装置を使ってすでに9年もかけてるのにまだ成功すらしてないんだぞ。
Yeah, but they never thought to use D-mail either, presumably.
私たちにどうにかできるわけないじゃない。
ゲルオカリンになっちゃうね。
ゲロカエルン的な
Gero Gero.
つうかあれ、なんで流行ったんだろうな。
Fictional series of plush strap features an ugly yet cute frog character which became a fad among high school girls in Shibuya 1 year ago. These girls would often carry one or more of them on their cell phones or bags. After the Shibuya earthquake, the series, which had been releasing one new Gero Froggy a week, was cancelled and their popularity faded rapidly. Well, that's sad. They're not true supporters.
あ、いや、笑い事じゃなく。
諦めるには早すぎるのではないか。我らはすでに D メールという人類史上初の快挙を達成したではないか。
Most likely.
だから史上初じゃないって。セルンの方が先じゃね？
人類史上初の時空を超えるメール。それを成し遂げた俺たちに不可能という文字はない。
根拠のない自信ね。そもそも D メールが使えるようになったのだって単なる偶然じゃない。
Serendipity.
未だにリフターに代替しているものが何なのかすら解明できていない。
それが解明できればいいのだろう。
全然ダメ。セルンですら解決できていない問題にはどう対処する？
For someone who wants to be a super scientist, she's not very experimental.
局所
Unless it's easy.
どこに飛ぶかわからない。
何もない宇宙のど真ん中に飛ばされるのはごめんだお。
That is a problem. If you can't control where you'll end up, your time machine is worthless.
いやちょっと待て。 D メールは局所場指定をしていないぞ。にもかかわらずきちんと指定先に届いている。これはどう説明する？
言われてみれば。
That's why you're the assistant.
してるからちゃんと届いてるんじゃね？
そうなのかな。携帯の電波なんて何千万キロも離れた場所から捕捉できるとは思えないけど。
電波が届かないところにいますってなるんじゃないかなってマユシーは思います。
I stare at my phone. Literally and
あ
figuratively.
るいは携帯電話はブラックホールとホワイトホールを兼ねているのかもしれん。
Okay, maybe our cell phones are acting like black holes and white holes. The reverse of a black hole. While nothing can escape a black hole, everything is ejected from a white hole. The existence of white holes is hinted at theoretically, but their existence is considered impossible to prove. As a result, they have never been observed.
憶測で物を言うべきじゃない。そんなの根拠ゼロよ。
Always such a Debbie Downer.
ワームホールができている可能性は？
未だかつてワームホールの実在が確認されたことはない。
I groan. Kurisu and Daru fall silent. The problem has them stumped too. Mary's the only one smiling. She probably doesn't understand and is just smiling because she feels like it.
いずれにせよ厳然たる事実として D メールは過去に届いている。それがセルンに対して俺たちがリードしている点だ。タイムトラベルについても D メールを応用すれば実現の可能性はあるのではないか？
でもさ D メールじゃ36バイトプラスアルファのデータ量しか送れないじゃん。人間を丸々物理転送させるなんてマジ無理。
It's the same problem that CERN is having and the reason their subjects turn into jellymen.
ゲルオカリンになりたければ止めないわよ。
Ooh. Recalling the fate of CERN's researchers makes my skin crawl. Curved black holes, ring singularities, supergravitational space-time distortions. If you can adjust the lifter's volume of electron injection, you might be able to make the ring singularities naked. But even CERN is having a hard time controlling the lifter. Even if we do figure out what's functioning as the lifter in our machine, I doubt we'll be able to solve the problem easily. Meaning that at present we can only send a mere 36 bytes of data. I wonder how much data there is in a human body. I bet it's more than an exabyte. 10 to the power of 18 prefix are kilo, mega, giga, tera, peta, exa in order of increasing magnitude. 1 exa equals 1 quintillion. So my computer only has 2 terabytes of storage on it, with I think a 500 gigabyte hard drive. Nowhere close to a peta and even further away from an exa. And most games are in megabytes and then most pictures are in kilobytes. But everyone should pretty much know that.
物理的転送なんて考えない方が身のためね。データだけのタイムトラベルだけでもすごいことなんだから、それで我慢すべき。
Sending data through time is enough, huh?
世の真理を探求する科学者とは思えない後ろ向きな発言だな。
True.
身の丈に合ったことを考えろって言っている。真理を探求するなら、しかるべき頭脳と設備とお金を揃えないと。少なくともセルン並みにはね。
Well, if we won that millions of dollars.
貧乏サークルじゃ志だけ高くても何もできない。前から思ってたけど、電話レンジはちゃんとした研究機関に持ち込んで専門家に委ねるべきよ。
How could she?
セルンがタイムマシンの研究を極秘にしてるなら、私たちはきちんと公表して人類の未来のために役立てなきゃ。
もし公表すれば機関のやつらに俺の存在を気づかれる。
あのね、 こっちは真面目に話してるんだぞ。冗談言ってる場合じゃ。
それに俺たちはセルンをハッキングした身だ。奴らは人体実験までしている非常な連中。その背後には国家の枠組みさえ超えた強大な権力も見え隠れする。
The Council.
もし電話レンジカッコ仮を公表すれば、俺たちは消されるかもしれん。
Most likely.
映画の見過ぎじゃない。
300人委員会という名前が
Committee of 300.
資料にあった。
そうだけど。
Kirsu's tone weakens.
なんだかマユシーは怖いよ。
ハッキングがバレたらガチで僕たち消されそうだよね。バレるようなヘマはしてないけど。
We hope so, Super Hacker.
これが何よりも問題なのだが。
I lower my voice and look hard at each one of them in turn.
公表してしまったらもう好き勝手に D メールが送りたくなるではないか。
True.
あんた
No more Ferris Cup.
この夢の装置をそう簡単に手放すものか。
Fair enough.
俺は法王院京馬、時空を支配する狂気のマッドサイエンティスト。望むのはそう簡単。
ダメだこいつ。早くなんとかしないと。
Oh, that sounds like an at Chandler. Quotation from a popular manga about Death Note, spoken by a protagonist in reference to his foolish accomplice. The full quote is, "This guy's hopeless, I better do something quick." Used to express exasperation.
Eh?
Huh? Death Note. Everybody
ク
freezes.
リスティーナ、お前アットチャンネル。
うるさい。
Uh-oh.
それ以上言うな。そんなわけないから。
She's just a closet otaku. Kirsu gives me her sharpest glare yet. Her eyes are so cold, my spine turns to ice. Her eyes are so cold, my spine turns ice. I nod and swallow what I was going to say. Teriyaki order,
そういえ
baby.
ばダルよ。セルンへのハッキングはその後さらに進んだか。
He did say it would take time to learn how to use the IBN 5100, but I know he's been coming to the lab every day to work on it. His monitor is always displaying some kind of program and his fingers are always busy on the keyboard.
ああ、 今はセルンの膨大な資料を漁ってるとこ。翻訳しながら全部読むのに何年かかるやら。一応重要そうなところはマキセ氏に渡しておいたけど。
Okay, it would take years to read it for now. For all I know, I passed everything that looks important to Makishi for translation. Just making sure I read it.
まあ基本的には僕にはもうやれることはないよ。セルンは今や僕の思いのまま。
お前が味方でよかったとつくづく思うよ。
That is kind of scary. If only you weren't so weak to seduction. I mean, every man has a weakness.
それでクリスティーナ、翻訳状況について報告を。
そのいちいち芝居がかった喋り方、どうにかならない？なんか軽くイラッとくるのよね。
Like she's one to talk. Mary takes a cute idol-like pose and smiles for some reason.
クリスちゃん、あのね、オカリンの幼なじみとして教えてあげると、オカリンの喋り方はね、そのうち慣れちゃうよ。
そのうちっていうのが10年後じゃないことを祈るわ。
お前、この俺と10年来の付き合いをしたいというのか？それはつまりこのラボに骨を埋めるという意味。
皮肉よ、皮肉。
そうか。ではさっさと報告しろ、クリスティーナ。でなければお前のことをネラーと呼ぶ。
I'll call you a redditor or 4chaner. She glares at me again. My blood goes cold.
一応時間を見て翻訳は進めてるけど、今のところタイムマシンに関する目新しい情報はなし。やっぱりセルンも
What do you mean she's had all the time in the world?
つけようと四苦八苦してる。
Maybe they'll have to wait another 24 years like Teeter said.
誰？
Teeter.
他に成果は？
成果じゃないけど、今セルンは実験の真っ最中みたいでさ、ちょうど LHC がフル稼働してんだよね。そこに割り込んでこっそり使わせてもらえないかなって模索中。
嘘。
I mean, surely he would be able to access security cameras now. Kurisu's stunned. Honestly, so am I.
それってすごいの？
すごいどころじゃない。とんでもないことやらかそうとしてるわね。スーパーハッカー、恐ろしい子。
I don't know why that's a tip, but a quotation from a classic manga about glass masks used to express amazement at someone's incredible skill. Glass masks? Glass mask? It's surely not talking about JoJo's, is it, with stone masks? If someone knows, let me know down below.
おいクリスティーナ、お前わざとだろ。
何のこと？
She's an ad Chandler, no doubt about it.
でもまあそれができるようになったところで使い道なんてないだろうけどな。
作戦は順調だな。第3段階にはいつ入れる？
第3段階って何ぞ？
セルンがひた隠しにしている禁断の領域。そこに隠された闇を暴くことに決まっている。
They're IBN
日本
5100.
語で OK。
IBN5100 で構築されたデータベースがあっただろう。そこへのハッキングにはもう着手したのかと聞いているのだ。
Daru frowns.
ああ、それは無理って言ったじゃん。
But why?
IBN5100 さえあればなんとかなるんだ
But
ろう。
we don't have one.
なる。でも逆に言えばだからこそ手も足も出ないわけで。
We've never got it yet.
Huh?
Again, this feeling of disconnect. The conversation isn't making sense.
IBN5100 は俺が手に入れてきただろう。まだ触ってもいないのか？
え？手に入れてきた？ いつ？
Puzzled, I look at Kirisu and Mayuri. Mayuri looks confused like always. Kirisu meets my eyes and shrugs her shoulders.
私も聞いてないわよ。手に入れたなんて話は。
So, what, we've been at least working for about a week without the IBN 5100?
バカな。
But we know exactly where it is. That just can't be. Unless, Moeka has it. She went back in time, changed it, maybe sent a message to herself where it is, and then did something. Is she John Theater? I dashed into the development room. The IBN 5100 I borrowed from the Yanabashi shrine should be on the shelf inside. It's on a cardboard box. It weighs 25 kilos, too heavy for a single person to carry. Wait a second, 25 kilos? That can't be that heavy, can it? 25 kilos, 2 pounds. Okay, just for reference, in America, for most applications on jobs, they ask if you can at minimum carry 50-pound weight. So I guess Japanese people are just built a little bit weaker. But when I go to look, it's like, can you at least lift 50 pounds? And if you're walking 10 minutes with a 50-pound box, you should be able to do that. But, you know, not everyone can be like me, super lifter.
IBN 5100ここに置いてあったのにどこに消えた
But when I go to look, okay, that's what I missed, my bad. Everyone looks at me in surprise.
何を鳩が豆鉄砲食らったみたいな顔している柳林神社に奉納されていた伝説のレトロ PC だお前たちもよく知っているだろう
そんなの知らないよ。
Christina, you help me carry it.
神社に奉納ってそんなアホな。
幻覚でも見てたんじゃない？最近暑いから。
So sad. Despair drags me down like quicksand. We can't hack that database without the IBN 5100. Who stole it? The organization? CERN? CERN is a possibility. Maybe they noticed our hacking and stole the IBN 5100 from the lab. No. Even if they could steal the IBN 5100 from the lab, they can't steal Mayuri and Daru's memories of it. What happened? Kiryu Moeka. Maybe I should check with her first. Could someone other than Moeka have stolen the IBN 5100? That has to be it when we went back in time. Otherwise, it was something to do with Luca, but I doubt that would... It has to be Moeka. I consider the possibility. The next name that comes to mind is...
まさかジョン・タイターか
John Theater.
そうだタイターの目的は IBN 5100を手に入れることだったすでに俺は何度かコンタクトを取っているしかしどうやって俺の個人情報を手に入れた
While I'm trying to decide whether I should send the mail, Kirisu tells me to calm down. A high school girl is chiding me. She dares make a fool of Hohoi and Kuma. Irritated, I explained the purpose of the IBN 5100 and how I came to obtain one. Shining finger. During that time, I also sent Moeka mail for confirmation. I got an IBN 5100, did you know? Oh my gosh.
IBN 5100が消えたのはこれまでに過去を改変した誰かの影響かもね。
おお俺の話を信じてくれるのだな。
でも私の主観ではこれまでに送った D メールは些細な内容ばかりよ。
最初に電話レンジちゃんがタイムマシンだって気づくきっかけになったメールだよね。
オカリンは変態って内容で送ったよな。
あとは D メール実験で私が岡部の携帯に何十通も送った。でもどれも中身のない文面ばかりだ。
And they have no memory of the one with Moeka, the one with Luca, the one... I think there was another third one that we did and I can't remember off the top of my head. I think we've truly traveled or changed lines 3 times or 4.
との勝負に勝てる秘策を書いた。
それともう一つ 岡部が一番最初に偶然送った私が死んでるうんぬんってメール。
だが俺の主観ではそれ以外にも何通か送られている。
ロト6の当たり番号を書いて送ったんだっけ。ルカちゃんがその番号を買ったけど結局当たらなかったやつ。
But there's one more.
岡部以外は送ったところを誰も知らないけどね。
My reading Steiner.
だがお前たちにもその後で見せたはずだぞ。俺の携帯に残っていた着信履歴を。
あれは惜しかったよね。
それぐらいじゃないかな。
いやまだある。萌香とルカ子が D メールを送っている。
そうだった。でもそう主張しているのは岡部だけなのよね。私も橋田もまゆりさんも誰も知らない。
But that doesn't matter.
まゆしはなんだか頭がこんがらがってきちゃったのです。
だから言っているだろう。世界が改変される前と後で記憶を連続して持っていられるのは俺だけなのだと。
それであんたの主観ではその IBN5100 はいつ消えたの？ついさっきの話なの？確実にこのラボにあったのはいつまでの話？
それは
Think back. I put my index finger to my forehead and searched my memories. IBN 5100, IBN 5100. I've said that riding a bicycle is fun, right? But I got muscle pain from it. Despite appearance, I have a weak constitution. That is surprising. This is the taste of a liar. Ho ho. Weird time to email.
確か8月3日だ。記憶では
So 4 days ago.
3日までは確かにこのラボに存在していた。
間違いないのね。
と思いたいが。
So many things have happened. My memories are a jumble. Let's go over the events that led me to obtaining the IBN 5100. I heard that Paris was a retro PC maniac who knew about the IBN 5100. I learned that 9 years ago she donated her IBN 5100 to Yanabashi's shrine. I asked Luca's dad for help, and he had lent me the IBN 5100 just like that mission. Complete. At the very least, Paris and Luca should remember what happened. I should give them a call. First up is Luca.
はい、岡部さん、こんにちは。おとといは恥ずかしいところ見られちゃって、忘れてください。
恥ずかしいところ？
コスプレを。
Okay, so that memory is still in retention. Oh, that was just Luca getting embarrassed for no reason.
それより IBN5100 について聞きたい。IBN5100 柳林神社に9年ほど前に預けられたレトロなパソコンのことだ。知っているな？
Nope, that's a no.
はい。
Oh, maybe. He remembers. Luca really remembers.
俺が少し前に神社に行って探し当てたんだよな。それでお前の親父さんに頼んで貸してもらった。間違いないよな？
そんなはずは。
違うのか？
僕の記憶ではそんなことはなかったような気がします。
What? Is this another effect of changing the past?
IBN5100 がその神社にあったのは事実なんだな。今もあるのか？
いえ、わかりません。僕それほど詳しいことは。
Then go check, Luca.
今どこにいる？近くにお前の親父さんはいるか？
いません。
Oh.
そうか。わかった。急に電話して悪かった。
はい。すみません。お役に立てなくて。
The IBN 5100 was at Yanabashi Shrine, that's a fact. And Luca knew that. I need to check if it's still there or not. Could the IBN 5100 have returned to the shrine? Did that huge retro PC sprout legs and trot back? That's just silly. But Joe Bananas have teleported out of the microwave. Moeka also instantly moved from the lab to somewhere else. Considering that, it's entirely possible that the same thing happened to the IBN 5100. Maybe I should go check later. Next is Paris. By the way, I haven't told Paris my phone number. I'm afraid that if I talk to her on the phone, she'll drag me into her usual nonsense. So there's only one option. Mayuri.
マユリオ、フェイリスと連絡を取りたい。
Mayuri's eating an eclair. Nice. She must have stuck some in the fridge when I wasn't looking.
おかりんも食べる？おいしいよ。
I'm a sucker for eclairs. They are tasty. Now that she mentioned it, Kiryu and Doro are eating too.
まったくのんきな奴らだな。このラボで不可解なことが起きたというのに。
全て岡部の妄想って可能性もあるわけだし、慌てたってどうしようもない。
It's not just a delusion, it's not.
フェリスちゃんに用事があるの？今日お店に出てるかな？
今日のフェイリスタンはバイト休みだお。
Of course he would know. Well done, Doro. You know Ferris' schedule better than her co-worker. I award you the title of Ferris Stalker.
マイリは奴の携帯番号を知っているだろう。連絡を取ってみてくれ。
いいよ。
Mayuri takes out her phone and makes a call. After a short wait, Mayuri smiles.
フェリスちゃん、こんにちにゃんにゃん。まゆしーにゃん。
にゃん。
Alright, this is the first time Kyushu has heard Mayuri speak Nyan Nyan.
休みなのにごめんね。オカリンがフェリスちゃんとお話ししたいことがあるんだって。変わってもいいかな？オカリンはオカリンだよ。京馬って誰？
What are they talking about? By the way, Paris is the only person who calls me by my true name, Hohoin Kyoma. I'm thankful for that, but she still drives me crazy.
とにかく変わるね。はい、オカリン。
I take Mayuri's phone. Paris' face is displayed on the LCD. She's wearing cat ears even though it's her day off.
俺だ。おーいん今日もだ。
京馬がフェイリスに用事なんて珍しいにゃ。
どうしても聞きたいことがあったのだ。お前は昔柳林神社にレトロ PC を奉納した。それに間違いはないか？
That's not an answer.
にゃんとはどういう意味にゃ？
Oh darn, I started talking like her. Kyushu burst out laughing, looks like she heard.
間違いないにゃっていう意味にゃ。IBN5100 っていう名前だって知ったのはすごく最近やけど。
何？最近知ったとはどういう？
ダルニャンに教えてもらったのにゃ。
Daru? So that's it. At any rate, Paris has confirmed that the IBN 5100 was at the Yanabashi Shrine. So did the IBN 5100 disappear from the lab after I retrieved it? No, Kiryu and the others lost their memories of me bringing it back to the lab, so I'm considering two possibilities. Well, in that timeline, Kiryu helped me carry it all the way through. One, I went to the shrine but didn't acquire the IBN 5100, it's still at the shrine. Two, before I went to the shrine, someone moved the IBN 5100 somewhere else. I'm still convinced Moeka took it. Looks like I'll have to go to the shrine after all.
レトロ PC がどうしたにゃ？
いや。
First was a retro PC maniac, wasn't she? Let's just make sure.
IBN5100 について他に情報はないか。超レアな PC なのだ。お前はカリスマメイドとしてこの秋葉に強いネットワークを持っているだろう。それを使って今秋葉にある IBN5100 を探してもらいたい。
We only need to find one. It doesn't matter if it's the one I found at the shrine.
ふにゃー。探してもいいけど条件があるにゃ。
Uh-oh.
条件？
Is she trying to strike a deal? That's unexpected.
聞こ
じゃあこれからフェイリスのお家まで来てほしいのにゃ。
う。うちだと？お前のうちはどこだ？
I quickly prepare a memo pad and write down the address Paris recites.
なんだ？お前秋葉に住んでいるのか？
I'll make things quick. Judging by the address, it should be right next to the station.
それじゃ待ってるにゃ。
And then she kills us. I return Mayuri's phone and stand up from the couch. Let's stop by Yanabashi's shrine and then head to Ferris's place.
で、
I look over my shoulder with a frown.
なぜお前たちまでついてくるんだ？
Mayuri and Daru are following me even though I didn't ask them to come. Kirisu stayed back at the lab.
だってね、マユシーはフェリスちゃんのお家遊びに行った
And of course he would want to go there too, you know?
一度ね行きたいなーって思ってたんだ。
つうかフェリスタンのプライベートとか突せざるを得ないだろ上皇。
It might be a bad idea to take the Ferris stalker along, a really bad idea. Well, whatever. If Ferris has a problem with it, then we can send him away when we get there. Nothing else matters as long as I get Ferris to search for the IBN 5100. Of course, if the IBN 5100's at the Yanabashi shrine, then that won't even be necessary. I stopped by the shrine, but Luca's not there. I guess he was out when he answered the phone earlier. I've got no other choice, so I go to the humble shrine opposite and press the intercom button. Luca's dad comes out. When I try asking him if the IBN 5100 was donated to the shrine, he answers it certainly was. But after he tries looking for it, he says he can't find it anywhere and he has no idea where it went. I ask if he lent me the IBN 5100 before, but that event is gone from his memory. Moeka had to take it. What's going on here? While heading toward Ferris's place, I analyzed the situation. The IBN 5100 has disappeared from the lab, even though it was there just a few days ago. It has also disappeared from Yanabashi Shrine. It's like some god is messing with me, moving it every time I get close. The D-mail definitely had something to do with this. I can only begin to imagine how the past has changed. At any rate, it looks like we'll have to rely on Ferris. The usual weekend crowd packs the front of Akiba Station. Girls dressed in maid outfits and school uniforms diligently distribute flyers to the passers-by. I appreciate their efforts in this god-awful heat. After a few melanin-boosting moments walking in the sun, I come to a sudden stop. Moeka.
どうしたの？
There she is. I've caught sight of a woman squatting on the side of the road, hugging her knees and typing on her phone. That's gotta be Lab Mem 005, Kirio, Moeka, Shining Finger. Wait, is she still a Lab Mem? Mary and Daru don't remember her. Well, whatever.
なんという幸運。
There's something I need to ask her. I run up to Moeka.
おい、視圧師。
I try getting her attention, but she's stuck in her own little world.
IBN
Uh-oh.
ないどうしてないの？どうしてどこにもこの町に本当にあるの？もしかしてもう
Yeah, this is a save moment.
聞いているのか、シャイニングフィンガー。
Shining Finger.
どこかにあるはずじゃないとおかしい。
So I don't think she has it.
あるって
FB said so. No reaction. Who's FB? Ferris?
桐生萌か。
Moeka stops muttering. She finally looks up. Actually, she just looks at my feet.
岡部君
Okay, so she remembers us.
お前、 ラボから IBN5100 を持ち出したか？
Mayuri and Daru look askance at me. I don't know that word, but I ignore them.
俺はお前の仕業とは思いたくない。仲間だからな。しかしお前はあの PC に異常な執着を見せていた。どうだ？やったのかやってないのか。
IBN5100 見つけたの。
Okay, so she doesn't necessarily have memories, but she remembers who I am.
見つけたがなくなった。
なくなった。
Most she's talked as well, by the way.
やっていたとしてもお前を警察に突き出すような真似はしない。あれを返してさえもらえるならな。
The normal expressionless Moeka frowns in bewilderment.
知らないのか。
Moeka shakes her head faintly. Then she looks down and begins operating her phone at high speed. You're not making any sense. Please explain. Did you really find an IBN 5100? Where, Moeka? She really doesn't know. If the IBN 5100 has been stolen from the lab, then Moeka would be my first suspect. But the IBN 5100 disappeared from Yanabashi's shrine, not the lab. It can't have Moeka. It can't have been Moka's doing. So that means the only other culprit is Suzuha, and she is an agent. So it was the D-mail. Or perhaps it was the work of CERN?
すまない。始発しよう。
Unless there's another person. I squat in front of Moeka and bow my head.
俺はラボメンであるお前を、仲間を。
How could we?
最低な男だな。殴ってくれても構わない。だがこれだけは分かってくれ。俺は機関から命を狙われ続けた結果、誰も信じることができなくなってしまったんだ。
Why did I have to be born with these gifts that others so covet?
俺は常に疑心暗鬼で、どれだけ仲間に囲まれていてもいつも孤独を感じている。滑稽だよな。
Just tell me about the IBN 5100 Moeka. That's crazy.
つうかオカリンさ、秋葉の路上で芝居始めるとかどんだけだよ。暑さにやられた。
And they don't recognize her at all. So Moeka doesn't know I had the IBN 5100. And judging by her response, she hasn't found one either. I feel like I'm getting farther and farther away from my goal.
前から思ってたんだけど、
That's not good.
萌歌さんって綺麗な人だよね。スタイルも抜群だし、背も高いし、コスプレさせたら映えそうだな。
For a second, I doubt my ears. I approach Mayuri.
お前、マイカのことを知っているのか？
知ってるよ。
なぜ知っている？
I grab Mayuri by the shoulder and shake her. Her head bounces back and forth.
オカリンが連れてきたよ。
Okay, now this is even crazier.
俺が
Could we have done an experiment where we changed the world line, jumped back into a world line, and then jumped out? So we're kind of like, we're crossing the streams a little bit, interconnecting.
誰はあの女のことを覚えているのか？
But they didn't know she was lab member 05.
前にラボで挨拶した罠。
After Moeka sent her D-mail, Mayuri, Daru, and Kirsu behaved as if they'd never met her before. But now both Mayuri and Daru know her? Does that mean Moka's past was reconstructed again? Or that means when we interacted with her, some things triggered it? Given the timing, it has to be Luca's D-mail that did it. But all he did was tell his mother to eat a lot of vegetables. How can that be related to the lab mem's knowledge of Moeka? Is this another example of the butterfly effect? The cause doesn't match the effect at all.
ねえねえオカリン、それよりそろそろフェリスちゃんのお家に行かないとね。きっと待ちくたびれてるよ。
Poor Ferris. That's true. Let's think about that Moeka issue later. Right now, we should look for the address written on the memo pad.
時にマユリ、フェイリスの本名は何て言うんだ？
バッカ、オカリン何言ってんだ。フェイリスタンの本名はフェイリスニャンニャンショー。それ以上でも以下でもないじゃん。
現実逃避はよせ、ダルよ。フェイリスニャンニャンは所詮源氏名だ。
うわ、最悪っすよ。なんで純真な男たちの夢を壊そうとするかな。
Isn't with an E instead of an A? Quit grumbling. You just can't handle the truth. The hard truth.
でマユリ、どうなんだ？知らないのか？
マユシーが教えちゃってもいいのかな。
特に口止めされているわけでもないんだろう。それにこれから自宅に行けばすぐにわかることだぞ。
そっか、そうだよね。その代わりね、他の人には内緒だよ。
And it's Christina or something.
クイーンに来るご主人様たちとか。
I nod.
ね、フェリスちゃんの本名は秋葉ルミホちゃんって言うんだ。
I was not expecting that.
聞こえない。
Good for him. Naru covers his ears and drowns the sounds out, because he couldn't keep that a secret.
Cool.
The same characters as Akihabara, appropriate. Our destination turns out to be the high-rise apartment building next to the UPX. And with that being said, I know I'm cutting this a little bit, just a tad short. Sometimes it happens, but, you know, without getting into the meat and potatoes of the next section. So, again, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully I'll be able to record 3 parts. Probably, maybe tonight, probably not. And then Sunday. More likely Sunday. And then I'll be all caught up. I'll edit it out. We'll all be good. So, if you like videos like this and want to see more, please like it, comment, and subscribe, as it really does help out the channel. Thank you guys for watching. I've been Boog the Goob. May God bless you and peace. Nya nya.